Good evening once again, and welcome back to the Raymond Eagishaw Technical Center for the commencement of the second of two games, and it's a top of the table clash, as we will see the Docks United taking on top of the table Lymers FC. It will be for the Docks United, Darius Lantern in goal. Kent Sam is back into the team. He's playing at centre back, partnered by Masimba Bowen. And it looks like they will have the man O'Donoghue. He'll be playing at a fullback. Miguel is back into the lineup, so Smiles will be going back over to right back as they're back with their traditional midfield of Miguel Mata and Beno Ricketts. And their front line has remained consistent as well. It will be Sylvanus James off the left, Stewie Murray off the right, and Jonathan Gishard up top. While for the Lions, it's going to be Daniel Bailey in a goal. They are going to have a change as Sudu Bradshaw is unavailable for this encounter due to an accumulation of yellow cards. So Carlos Richardson is slotted into center back. He will be partnering Noah Bradshaw. They're going to have Vandrick Herbert playing at left back. And it looks like Andrew Connor is in at right back due to Ricardo Carti being late for the game. Then it is a midfield of a very defensive midfield, I must say, in Damian Tunton Bailey, along with the captain Caleb Bryan and Colin Liddy. They will have Samuel Fleming off the right, Kenya Luigi Brown playing on the left, and back into the lineup today it is Yannick Belchassi. Harding is the man in the middle. Just waiting on a few final instructions here. And very soon we will be up and running. And we are off. It's the Docks United kicking us off here in their changed yellow and blue strip from left of screen to right. While for the Limers, they are in the traditional pink and black from right of screen to left. Immediately we're seeing pressure being applied. Picked up by Tunton Bailey. Finds Brian. Trying to flip one over the top that O'Donoghue will deal with. Trying to find space in the midfield is Ricketts. Goes further out wide to O'Donoghue. Now, that was a Sylvanus. Now back in towards Mata. Mata goes further out wide towards Stewie. Now back of Smiles. Smiles tries to whip one in towards Johnny. Cut out by Carlos Richardson, and Bailey tries to clear. Back with Herbert, Brian, Luigi. Trying to find Yannick, but it is out of touch. It will be a throw-in. Herbert. Johnny picks it up very high up the field. Johnny driving down the outside. Still Johnny. Johnny whips a ball across. Good ball across. Sylvanus has put this one in. And in the second minute of play, the Docks United have drawn first blood. It is 1-0, and that's a silky move there from Johnny. A brilliant ball across to Sylvanus, who put it in some style. He is still celebrating, going all the way down to the camera. He strikes a pose with his guys. Wonderful celebrations, wonderful scenes, and it's a wonderful goal for the Docks United. 1-0. Well, it has not gone according to plan for Coach Sauer. I would have overheard a bit of his pre-game talk, and his message to the guys was, we can't concede early, we can't concede cheaply, and that was just a bit too easy for Johnny, getting in and around that defense, getting past Vandrick and past Noah, I believe, relatively easily. As we did see, Sylvanas got a warning there from referee Harding about his extensively long celebration. But it's Smiles. Oh, that's risky. Oh, that's horrible from Smiles. Will it cost them? Liddy lines up an effort. It's blocked. Caleb finding space. Caleb with a shot. Lanton blocks it. But that was horrible from Smiles. You can't play that pass there under any circumstances. Oh, how that could have cost the Ducks United after all that hard work they did to get themselves ahead. That could have been a real that would have been a stinger for Coach Ben to have conceded a goal like that. It's going to be a throw into the Lymers FC. As here comes the Lymers FC, and good clearing tackle there because they were breaking away at pace. And now the composed head of Bino in the midfield. Bino Ricketts finds Gishard. That's a wonderful ball by Miguel towards Sylvanas. Sylvanas trying to cut inside. And that's very good work there. Over on the right-hand side by, I think it may be Ricardo Carti. Mata will find Smiles in towards Miguel. Now Bailey. And it will be a free kick that goes the way of the Lymers FC. So we have just had 6 minutes played thus far. It is 1-0 to the Ducks United. Goal coming very early in this one, in the 2nd minute of play, off the boot of Sylvanas James. Herbert takes the free kick. Out of touch. It will be a throw into the Lymers now. Throw once again. Taken by Herbert. Looking towards Luigi. Liddy. And this one is nodded back out of touch. Throw once again to the Lymers FC. Now here come the Ducks. Sylvanas breaking away at pace. Sylvanas runs into trouble and cleared up field. Liddy. Now Yannick with the ball out wide to Caleb. Caleb trying to slide it back through to Yannick. Picked up now by the captain and Mata. And Stewie gets past one, but Stewie's pass is not where Miguel would have wanted it. Liddy floats one up that will be dealt with by the big man in Kent Sam. That was Bowen, sorry. That won't matter. They do have two very physically imposing figures at the back in Kent Sam and Masimba Bowen. Both big and physical players. And even if you move into the midfield, they have the likes of Mata and Ricketts, who are both very, very strong, very physically imposing figures. Johnny and Miguel as well. Not the shortest of players either. And not the smallest. Smiles to Ricketts. But if there is one team that can physically rival anyone, it's the Lymers. And they will be greatly missing the man in Sidhu Bradshaw, the centre back. He's very tall. He has scored this season thus far, I believe, scoring from a corner. But he is very physical, and he would have been the man who would have had to deal with Jonathan Gishard. But it's Miguel now. Miguel will find Ricketts. Chips it back out wide now. Ricketts tries to play one forward, and Carlos does well. Samil to Caleb. Caleb Bryan will find Bailey. Trying to slide one through towards Liddy. Picked up. Miguel takes it down. Miguel. It's still Miguel. Miguel slides one out wide. This is good play. It's going to be crossed into the box. Still the Ducks. And he goes down. It will be a free kick. So a free kick in a dangerous area. They have the left foot. Free kick to the Ducks United. Looks like Miguel may be the man around this one. Just waiting on the referee to set his wall. He's just having a bit of a talk with a couple of the players. As the ball is going to hit the wall now from the free kick. Mata, still Mata now. He has his shot blocked. And now a chance for them to clear. It's Yannick. Out wide to Samuel. Will they be able to break at pace? Samuel driving forward. Samuel whips one over the top. And it is easily dealt with in the end by the defensive line of the Ducks United. Smiles. And Johnny will be called and signaled as offside. It will be the free kick to the Lymers. Noah Bradshaw over this one. Noah boots it long. Not completely cleared there. And that's very good strength. Ricketts to Mata. No, that's Mata now. Now Ricketts. Slightly through a man's legs, but his pass is cut up by Bailey to Yannick. Yannick turning. Yannick using his pace. Gets past the man. Yannick now whips a ball across. Looking for Samuel, who lays this one off. Caleb hits it. His shot is blocked. And eventually O'Donoghue can wiggle this one clear. Well, as far as Brian once again, who will find Luigi. Luigi has a shot. Lantern was troubled for a little bit. Stewie. Ricketts. Now Mata. Brilliantly done there from Mata. Mata trying to slide it through. Vandrick does well. Back to the captain and Mata. Ricketts. Sylvanus. Oh, brilliant ball from Sylvanus. He'll find O'Donoghue. Back to Sylvanus now, but taking off of his boot. Here come the Lymers. He's still driving. He has space to drive. He has tons of space to drive. It will be out of touch, and a throw-in that will go the way of the Lymers FC. They're just waiting on a ball now. And eventually they will have the throw-in. As it will be the Lymers yet again for a throw-in. Ball out wide once again. And the throw-in will now come to the Docks United. Chipped out wide there. And back with O'Donoghue now. O'Donoghue with the ball inside. Still knocking around the ball very well of the Docks United. As it's Bino. Gets the 1-2. Has an effort at goal. And Danny had to make a good save because that was brilliantly hit there from Jermaine Bino Ricketts. As I will be saying, good evening and welcome to the man Remy.
Yes, sir. Very good attacking shot from Dino. It was right on point, looking for the V, but the goalkeeper did very well in saving that one. The corner kick away, a quick one to the Docks United.
As here comes Ricketts. He whips a ball across. That's a good ball in. Headed out of touch. It will be a goal kick, the signal.
Those five look like Docks is attacking. They're pretty much looking for goals and switching. They have one on the account already, and I'm sure they'll be looking for more. So a very intense game by both teams.
Yes, it's going to be a goal kick to the Lymers FC. And as you did see, the Ducks, they have been on the front foot for the most part. Apart from that almost criminal mistake from Smiles that almost led to a goal. They have been pretty much on the attack, but you can never count out the Lymers. They just have this weird way of grabbing a goal and sitting back and holding on for a draw. They've done it time and time again this season. It's the reason why they are near or at the top of the table.
Yes, indeed. They're pretty much in the top four. I want to believe.
They are the first or second right now. It's either one of the Ducks or the Lymers who are in first. I will have to check the exact standings.
But that's good, though. That's good to know. It's good to see new teams coming up to the ladder. Coming up right up to the top. Like Abraham with the ball, he's in the center looking for help. Will he pass it? Yes, he passed to Dino. Dino passed for Sylvanus, and Sylvanus got a good ball, but didn't have good control of it. But it's in his possession now. He will look to take on the play, I believe, but he passed to Dino. Ricketts, yeah. Ricketts will looking for help, go right back to Smiles. Smiles with the ball, go right back to the center defense line here. That's the man Simba. Simba will go to the wing man here on the eastern side. Ball in the middle with Miguel. Ducks is pretty much playing, just testing the waters and keeping strong possession and very much well composed. Everybody looking well ready, and Sylvanus with the ball. He will be looking for Smile. Smile's making the run. Yes, will Smile cross. He might just do that cross. And not a good one. Very bad cross by Smiles. But again, Ducks on the attack, looking for goals, searching for goals. They have one already. I'm sure they're looking for more, as I said before. But the Lymers, they are pretty much fit and doing well also. And I'm sure they are not too pleased that they haven't not have scored a goal. But I'm sure in the 19th minute, there's a lot of time in this game, just in the first half. Nice, well-attended crowd here at the Raymond Igishat Stadium, Brian.
Yes, and as things stand right now, it will be the Ducks United in first. They will have 21 points from well, this is their 7th game. As things stand, they would have 21. The Lymers would be second with 19, and then the Lions would be in third position, having 18 points. Here come the Lymers. Good twisting and turning there, looking for an avenue to get a ball into the area. Has to turn back now. Whips it across to Liddy. Liddy has an efforted goal, and that is whiskers away from tying this game up.
Wow, what an opportunity here for the Lymers. A very good one with Liddy with the ball. Had enough time to place it wherever he wished. Nevertheless, he went over the bar. What a good chance here for the Lymers. It was a well-placed ball to the center. Liddy had enough time to do whatever he wanted with it. Darius was waiting attentively. But nevertheless, he put it over the bar, setting the Lymers of a chance there, and they did not get that goal.
Back with the Ducks United, and you can never count out the Lymers, as I have said time and time again. It's a reason they're second in the league right now, as it's going to be Sylvanus who has that one taken off his boot. As it seems like him and Stewie have switched wings for the moment.
It wasn't a bad play by the Lymers, but number 19 had to make that move. It wasn't a bad play at all.
The man there in Yannick was on the same page as his left back in Vandrick Herbert. Yannick, I believe, just making his second or third appearance for the Lymers, and with Jan Romney, I believe, being out injured. Same with Tristan Bing Richardson and Amoni Gums being unavailable for this encounter. That's forced him to turn back to Yannick for this game. Ball whipped across again, all the way across. Stewie can't get the ball under control. Lays this one off, however. Looking for an avenue for a shot. Has a shot at goal and collected there by Daniel Bailey.
Yes, indeed. Dino is playing the game that everyone wanted him to play. Finally, he's playing on the up and on the attack. He's not roaming all over the field as he normally would do in the past. So you give Ducks a very good chance of strength.
Oh, this is brilliant from Sylvanus, and he just lost out at the final moment. Still Sylvanus now. He whips the ball across, and Bailey will collect. But that was very good silky footwork there from Sylvanus James.
Yes, Sylvanus is playing his game. He's playing his role, and he has been good at it so far. I'm sure that's the result of a first goal by the Ducks United.
What I will say is that what Sylvanus adds to this Ducks United side, as this may be risky, is he's not only a goal-scoring threat, but he's also a creative threat as well, due to him being able to create a pass with his silky footwork, his brilliant skill moves that he has. He's always able to put a defender, get a defender off balance, and get them out of position. As that's a reckless challenge, it will be a free kick and
was
possibly
Lady?
more as well.
Yes, indeed. Very much contact, no ball involved here. I'm sure he'll be fine. But a good free kick there for the Lymers. I'm sure it can create some trouble for the Ducks United, which I noticed they are pretty much playing with a strong 5-prong defense line.
Ball whipped across, looking for Yannick. Yannick is at a handball. That's the appeal they're going for. Taken down by Luigi, who has a shot at goal. This one is going to be all the way out of touch.
What I must say, Doc, that you play with a whistle. You can't individually want to stop a game unless you hear that whistle. You know that? I understand the appeal, but there was a chance there.
Here come the Ducks United breaking away at pace. It's still Ricketts now. Get past a couple, looking for that long ball over the top. Instead, was trying to find Johnny there. And him and Miguel are not on the same page. Does that may come with them having not played together in the league for a bit, with Miguel being out for an encounter. It forced Smiles to go into the midfield for the Ducks United. And with Miguel just coming back into that midfield for them, it will take them a few minutes to get back onto their into the chemistry that we know that they have. That midfield for the Ducks United has been working for them for a number of years. And Mata Bino and Miguel. And we know Miguel, he's a very accomplished footballer coming over from the Attackers FC, where he would have won championships with them.
He has that rhythm of pretty much controlling the ball and keeping possession. He would have been very good at that. And he maintained his position as a attacking midfield. And so far it has worked for him. And when he's at his best, he would be shooting and scoring goals. You know that, Miguel.
Johnny tries to get over the top of Noah. Good defense, but straight into the path. And he was trying to slide it through to Johnny. But good reading of the play there, but I think that's Ricardo out there. Too heavy for Yannick. And it's out of touch for a throw-in.
It's a very interesting game, though. It will be very more interested in the second half, because I'm sure if the Ducks United if the Ducks United don't register any more goals into the second half, it's going to be something else when they come back against the Lymers. Because the Lymers, they are looking for a win tonight. I'm sure they will feel very pleased if they beat the Ducks United. And that, for sure, the Ducks United cannot afford any loss at this stage.
Well, surprisingly, or unsurprisingly possibly, the man in Ben Davies opted to not go with passion here in this encounter. He had the choice between passion and Ken Sam, and he chose to go with the more physical defender rather than the faster and more composed defender in passion.
Ken Sam is on the field? No, I don't think he made.
I believe Ken Sam is starting along with Massimo Bowen at center back.
Okay. So they would have left out passion on this game?
They would have left out passion.
Okay. Yes. It's a good
Good ball through towards Johnny, but he was called offside by the referee in Millington. And he will say, play on the referee. Ball forward towards Liddy, who seems to be playing as an attacking midfielder. Now with Amoni Gums being out for this encounter for the Lymers, as well as a player like possibly a Tristan Richardson, who may have filled in there, or a Jan Romney, who is out injured. They're going with three defensive midfielders, really, and Liddy being the most advanced of the three, as Miguel was driving, as he tends to do very often. Miguel ran out of real estate. Here come the Lymers. It's back with Ricardo. Ricardo with the ball out wide. And it's out of touch for a throw into the Ducks United.
Just to
The
recap on the
Lymers.
previous game, how it ended. The previous game?
It would have been, I believe, 6 goals to 2, maybe 4.
So Diamond lost again?
As I believe they lost 6 goals to 2 or something. Or was it 7? Something along those lines.
So Diamond have not won a game, plus the Eagles have not won a game.
Well, I believe the Diamonds do have.
Oh, they would have won 2 games?
They have a victory and a draw.
Okay, so
they
that's
have
not bad.
4 points right now.
So the teams in the bottom of the table
It's
would be
the Spartans and the Eagle
Eagles.
Claw who are yet to get any points thus far.
and they should schedule to meet on the 4th of June.
Yes, the Predators, they have 1 win, that being versus the Eagle Claw. The Diamonds as well, I believe, would have beaten the Eagle Claw. And yes, as you mentioned, the Spartans, they are scheduled to play the Eagle Claw the 14th of June. That is a Tuesday. And that is right after the international break for the game between St. Lucia and Anguilla.
Wow. Anguilla in big things, man. Got some good games coming to Anguilla.
Corner kick. That's a poor corner there. And Bailey can clear. Trying to break away at speed there. Gets inside. He has Yannick to use. Does use Yannick. Yannick. Lays it off to Samil. Back to Yannick now. Yannick trying to go around the outside. It's still Yannick down the outside. Turning back. Yannick going for an effort at goal. It's blocked. And Mata will go back to Ricketts. Brilliant ball wide. He will find Stewie. Driving down the outside now. And good defending being done there by, it looks like Ricardo. Now Mata. To Ricketts. And further out wide to Smiles. Him and Sylvanus not being on the same page there. And a chance for the Lymers to break away with Bailey. Yannick. It's going to go for an audacious effort goal. And Lanton will collect. Lanton was a bit off his line there. May have been caught sleeping, but he was very alert to the danger.
Lymers, it appears to me, in the last 5 minutes, they've been more in a defensive mood. I don't know why, but they don't have enough attacking forwards. They're more on the defensive mood.
Well, here comes Johnny. Johnny. It's still Johnny. Now forced to go back to Sylvanus. Sylvanus going for a drive at goal. It's a good block there. It will be a corner kick.
It was a surprise kick. The keeper would have been surprised if it had went through, because he didn't expect Sylvanus to shoot from there, whereas Johnny was waiting for the pass. But it's a corner kick for the Ducks United. Ricketts will take that corner kick. As I said before, the Lymers is pretty much in a defensive mood, want to hold the Ducks, prevent them from scoring anymore. I'm sure that might be the plan going into the second half.
Corner to the Ducks United. Ricketts whips in a good ball. It's a dangerous ball. It's not cleared yet. And eventually Lady scampers it clear. O'Donoghue looking for Mata. It's out of touch. No, it's kept in. Ricketts has an effort at goal that goes over the bar.
So yeah, the shots are coming in from Ricketts. Pretty much attacking. That's the Ricketts everyone wanted to see. And he have find his position now. He have been pressured by many to play a role of attacking and shooting, and we are seeing that now from Ricketts. So very good improvement by him. He pretty much understands the whole cycle of what it takes to win a game. So that's good work by him so far.
Carlos's pass is going to be into no man's land. I must say that Jermaine Ricketts has played a much more advanced role this season, as you mentioned. Would have known that in previous years, the Ducks have opted to play with a more defensive midfield 3 with Miguel being the lone attacking. Oh, brilliant by Johnny here, trying to get on the outside. Johnny puts the ball across. It's not cleared. It's a tussle to the edge of the area. And he gives it away. It was a good work there from Johnny. He's having a good game today, Jonathan Gishard.
Oh yeah, a man is down anyway. But very good move by Johnny. Very good move. Nice cross. Just no one could put it in and finish it off. Stewie had a chance to do something with it, but give it away. And then Moses Sammy, number 8 for the Lymers, should have got that ball in the air over the heads of the Ducks players. But nevertheless, one man is down. I'm not sure who it is, if it's Sylvanus. But the medics will go and attend to it. But a very, very nice game here at the Raymond Gishard Stadium in the Valley. Nice crowd, well attended, and they are enjoying good football. And the Ducks United sure know how to entertain you for sure. So yes, you still have time in the 34 minutes plus extra time. In the first half, the Ducks United 1 goal up, the Lymers 0. The players are having a quick little water break talking to their coaches, and I'm sure that both coaches would be very much interested in deploying some more ideas to make it happen. The Ducks is not happy with 1 goal. I know that for a fact, and the Lymers coach and the Lymers himself would be happy to level it off into the halftime. But Doc, it has been an interesting game so far. Tense game. Both teams are playing well. The difference is a goal for the Ducks.
Yes, it is a very tense game. It's not completely been dominance by either side. The Ducks do have the goal, but the Lymers have had chances. They have had the chances. And you wouldn't bet against a man like Yannick breaking their deadlock, or even a set piece or a dead ball where a man like Caleb or Liddy would come into play. When it comes Mata, Miguel lost possession there. Liddy once again. Samil. Bailey. This is wonderful. Here comes Ricardo now. He's driving forward as an effort at goal that goes well wide.
Again, when Lymers have the ball, they have a lot of bodies in the middle, but not too much up attacking. So it's kind of a tough one person up, and it just had to get it to him. So Lymers will have to do a little more building on their attacking in order to get a goal tonight.
Also missing for the Lymers FC is the aforementioned Sidhu Bradshaw, and he would have played a key role in this game, you would think. Him being a very physically imposing centre back. He's also very quick, not afraid to put in a challenge. And it's a brilliant ball across towards Yannick, but Lanton got there first. But you would have thought that he would be the guy that would have been tasked with marking Johnny. Johnny has gotten the freedom out here on the right-hand side up against Vandrick Herbert, who he's pretty much taken a liking to. And he's allowed for Miguel to really patrol the central area as he's drifted out wide. It's meant at times that there's been an overload on this right-hand side for the Ducks United, both completely overwhelming the man in Herbert. And we know that Luigi, he's not the fittest player, so he's not really going to get back on defense to help. So therefore, Vanchik has been overrun, and we've seen on 2 occasions where Johnny has pretty much had freedom on this right-hand side, and he's put in 2 very good crosses.
That's right, and no one to finish off. Well, there has been players to finish off Johnny crosses, but they've been pretty much being attacked by the Lymers. So far, so good. Very much balanced game. The difference is 1 goal to the Ducks United. We're in the 38th minute. I'm sure we might go to a few more minutes in the first half. Extra.
Yes, we have had a few injuries. First for Sylvanus James and now for Samir, it looks like, for the Lymers.
Any subs as yet? No.
We've not had any substitutions being made thus far. Not had any subs. We did see in the first game an early sub was made where Jordan Deans came onto the field of play, replacing the man Rakodi. A sub was made right around this time in the first half. As we're seeing Sylvanus is walking his way back over towards the halfway line. It's going to be Lymers to restart possession here on the left-hand side with Luigi, who goes back into Caleb. Trying to get the reverse pass from Yannick. Yannick still here. Yannick has an effort.
Oh!
That's wonderful from Yannick. The composure, the flips, the tricks. That's wonderful from Yannick. Again, they've had 2 brilliant goals and 2 brilliant celebrations to match them.
Wow, and Darius couldn't save that one. Right through his hands.
Yannick
He didn't expect
Belchassi.
that shot. He didn't expect Yannick to put that ball in.
That was brilliant from Yannick Belchassi. He cut across, he found the space, and he buried it into the near post. Darius Lanton was caught maybe flat-footed, just a bit.
Flat-footed, gazing, I guess.
Couldn't quite get there. It's 1 goal apiece, and I did say you can never count out the Lymers from getting a goal. They just seem to just grab these goals out of nowhere, out of where you wouldn't expect, and you wouldn't really bet against them holding on to this one either.
Game on.
Game on is right. Sylvanus. Johnny. And good defensive work being done there by, it looks like, Noah. It will be a throw into the Ducks United.
And I tell you, just to recap on that goal, I mean, in the box, the defenders for the Ducks, for some reason, it's like they were taking it for granted. It's like, okay, the ball is in our box. We can defend it nicely. Whereas the Lymers came together and score.
Miguel whips one across.
And Darius was caught flat-footed. Didn't expect the ball to be shot at goal.
Well, he's down on his haunches now, is Darius Lanton.
Because he thought that his defenders had it covered. You can never be too careful when it comes to football. You always have to be ready. Especially as a goalkeeper and the ball is in your box. Anything can happen. So I think they caught him on that one. And he knew that. He knew that.
The fourth official is going over to talk to Coach Ben Davies, and it may be about his line of water bottles that he
But that is
seemed
not,
to have
that is not right.
put there right around the edge of his box.
Is he promoting water?
Maybe it's a sponsorship, I'm not exactly
I don't
certain.
understand that. I've never seen it
But he
before.
pretty much had a line of water bottles right to the left-hand side of his tactical area. Goal kick into the 41st minute of play. It is 1 goal apiece. Goals scored from the boots of first Sylvanus James in the 2nd minute of play. And then just a couple minutes ago, Yannick Belchassi equalized.
Good football on both sides. Both teams are playing well. It will be interesting to see the end result.
Caleb to Bailey. Back to Caleb. Dispossessed. Well done by Miguel there to slide in and recover possession. As Mata. He'll find Sylvanus, who has come over to this right-hand side. A good tactical move by Coach Davies as he's brought over probably his most skillful winger in Sylvanus James to run at and attack Vandrick Herbert here at left back. Him not being as accomplished a defender as Ricardo Carti. It may be a tactical ploy. Ball forward. It's going to be picked up now and slotted through looking for Johnny. But out on the edge of the area now trying to clear and doing so successfully. So when it's booted long, blocked, out of touch, throw into the Lymers.
Both teams are pretty much trying their best to maybe just ease it off into the halftime and see what happened in the second half. I'm sure both teams will have halftime on their mind. Don't want to do nothing too extra. And I'm sure that's what will happen in the end. But very good football by both teams. The Lymers are doing well. And the Ducks are trying to hold on because their reputation, they have not lost a game in the entire... Both teams have not lost a game. So it's a very big game here.
Johnny. Brilliant ball through. Chance to make it 2-1. Oh, what a challenge. What an absolutely crucial challenge there. That was simply superb from Carlos Richardson and from Noah Bradshaw to reduce the Ducks United chances there with some brilliant last-ditch defending.
But that was poor from Sylvanus. It took too long to turn around and shoot the ball. That was too much time by Sylvanus. Very good ball to him. He had only one defender with him at the time. That should have been at the back of the net. Come on. A very good chance for the Ducks United to level it up to two goals, to bring it up to 2 goals.
Goal kick. Bailey, as we enter the 44th minute of play. Daniel Bailey, the Lymers goalkeeper. Boot this one long, but only as far as the Ducks United midfield, as it's going to find Jermaine Ricketts to Miguel. Now Smiles. Ball across, looking for Stewie, and a bit too heavy because Stewie was in behind Ricardo there. The pass was just a bit too advanced for him to get onto properly, and it will be a goal kick.
The goalkeeper for the Lymers need to kick the ball on the wings because the center is crowded by the Ducks. You have to go wings in order to have a better, less pressure on him. You have to be kicking to the wings.
Well, that's a poor kick there from Bailey, exactly, and it will find Stewie. Stewie whips a ball across, and it's dealt with. Liddy. Long for Belchassi, but intercepted in the defensive line, but a bit too casual there. Belchassi picks up once again. Yannick to Bailey. And a miscommunication there between Bailey and Samil. And a chance for the Ducks United to break. As we will see, there'll be 2 minutes of added time signaled by the 4th official. Good ball out wide to Sylvanus. Tried to go inside at first try. Ricketts, a very poor touch, I must say. That's unlike Jermaine Ricketts to have a poor touch in the midfield area. Sylvanus up against her, but he was shown inside. He went inside, but the sand would have really interrupted his pass. Miguel has an efforted goal, and that had Daniel Bailey worried. He had to get down quickly.
That was a massive shot for... Well, it was off target a little bit, but if it was on target, it would have given Bailey a lot of trouble. Very good attempt shot by, shot by Miguel Abraham. I mean, if it was on target, that could have easily be a goal.
Bailey.
And Miguel can be very dangerous when he's shooting at the goal. I'm telling you.
He does have a very good shot on him. You would have seen him score countless times for the attackers as well as for the Ducks United. Free kick to the Lymers. As we do have just 30 seconds left in this first half. Well, Liddy.
Anything can happen.
Take this free kick. Liddy boots it long, boots it deep, headed clear. And will there be one more chance for an attack in this first half? He's trying to turn and turn successfully, does Miguel. Miguel driving one forward, looking for Johnny. Not dealt with. Sylvanus trying to get inside. Throws himself down to the ground. Maybe exaggerated it a bit. But it was contact made from Carlos Richardson. He impeded his path. It would have been dangerous, and he will get a yellow card as a result of it.
All they had to do was clear the ball. I don't know why they keep playing it. Clear the ball. and ease the pressure. That's a dangerous area. That's where Dino scored most of his goals.
That
He
is
scored against Lions right
definitely
there.
Beano range.
This is a test for Bailey. Can Bailey save that long-range missile that coming to him right now
That
with a
right,
banana twist in it?
that right there
We have
is
to left and see.
Beano range.
If he get it right, I don't know. If a 3-man wall, I would have put a 4-man wall. But that would be the end of the halftime for sure after that shot.
Yes, we are into
The keeper have to be careful. Yeah. I think Dino might be going to the left of the keeper. He might be going to the left.
I think he may be targeting that same area where he
scored
caught
against
Kareem Burris for the
so.
Lions.
I don't know if he'll be able to
That
catch.
top left corner with good power on it. Ricketts
He's going for the goal for sure.
has a hit, gets
high,
it wrong.
too high. Got
It
it
will be the end of the half.
Get it wrong.
And at the end of this first half, the Lymers, they did equalize. They responded to an early goal by Sylvanus James. And at the halftime whistle, it is the Lymers 1 and the Ducks United 1.
Yes, indeed, Docs. It has been a very good half for both teams. As you said before, the Ducks United would have scored early in the game in the first half, but the Lymers came in the 40-something minutes and they did score. So now the score is 1-1. Both teams will be happy of where they are. They wish it could have been a difference with goal average, but now they are just 1-1, and I'm sure the second half is going to be interesting. Ducks will not want to lose tonight. Neither the Lymers. How it's going to end, left to see. Until we get back with live commentary here at the Raymond Igishat Stadium, we are on a 15 minutes break, and tune in for more football action between the Ducks United and the Lymers. Very interesting game. Two top teams in a game that we all will be talking about at the end of it, for sure. Thank you. See you in 15 minutes. So yes, we are live back at the Raymond Igishat Stadium in the Valley where we are looking at the Lymers and the Ducks United, 1 goal apiece, and we're into the second half. And I'm sure, Doc, I'm sure something brilliant can happen here tonight. One team should go home as a winner. If you go down to a draw, nevertheless, good football and welcome back.
Yes, it is a finally poised game at 1 goal apiece. Goals coming in the second minute of play. Oh, that's risky once again. Linton had to come out and collect. Goal scored by Sylvanus James. And then in about the 37th minute of play, it was Yannick Belchassi who equalized for the Lymers. As here comes Miguel. It goes back to Ricketts, to Miguel once again. Miguel trying to slide one through. Here come the Lymers now with the goal scorer in the Yannick. He finds Bailey. It goes further back and the ball comes across to Samuel, who was almost goal side, but brilliantly defended there by O'Donoghue. And Samuel has stayed down once again. So very early in this second half, there is an injury.
I noticed Samuel, I've seen him play very good in the past. Somehow, a little more soft in this time around. I've seen him play some good football in the past. That was a well-directed ball to him. I've seen him play better before, but nevertheless, let's hope that he's okay, and he's okay as well.
It's Sylvanus, who's back over on the left-hand side now. To Bino Ricketts, who turns inside, finds Miguel. Miguel back to Ricketts, who goes out wide towards Smiles. Back to Ricketts. Brilliant ball forward to find Stewie. Stewie. Smiles now. Smiles whips a ball across. It's not completely dealt with initially, but it's headed clear. Only as far as Ricketts. Sylvanus takes it down, trying to turn outside. Still Sylvanus. Sylvanus forced to go back towards O'Donoghue. Now the captain in Mata. Miguel. Miguel lining up a drive. Miguel waiting for a drive. Now all the way back with Smiles. Stewie. Smiles. Stewie once again. He's turning now, trying to find space. Throws himself down. Will not get anything there from the referee. Chipped over the top by Ricketts. Savannah's going for the spectacular, getting it horribly wrong. And it's out of touch for a goal kick.
You know, it was a good pass to Sylvanus. All he had to do was control the ball and look for his target. I don't know why he even tried to do what he did. Nevertheless, up tonight, he's searching for more goals. And Lymers is pretty much holding them to the task.
Yes, it is going to be a free kick away of the Lymers FC. Still 1 goal apiece. So you have to see either team really get a foothold in this encounter. But it's going to be a free kick to the Lymers FC. So we're seeing Liddy who will take this one. Header going up. It's not completely clear just yet. Eventually it will be hooked clear. O'Donoghue. Ricardo. Caleb. Liddy. Ball out wide now. It will be intercepted and picked up by the Ducks United. Driving forward at pace. Being matched stride for stride by Caleb, and a good tackle by Van Dijk. He's still going now, and eventually Liddy can hoik it clear. Into a good area as well, as does have a man running there, the man Luigi, trying to go forward towards Yannick. Yannick has an effort! Yannick! Oh, he is incredible. Break out the dance moves. You deserve it. He is absolutely incredible, Yannick. He has come to the party here today and he is having himself a ball of a time. Yannick Belchassi with an absolutely brilliant finish.
Oh my goodness, Doc. What's going on here? Huh?
Maybe it's, I think it may be too excessive celebration. Not quite sure. Possibly a talking to. But Yannick Belchassi, as we are seeing both captains being called in for a talk, both Caleb Bryan and Mata. Yannick Belchassi, I would just say a brilliant finish.
That's a brilliant finish. They give him too much space to target that shot away from Darius. Darius had no chance.
He is.
Maybe Darius would have been in the center of his goal. What a goal. Doc, we have a game on our hands.
Well. The Lymers are proving why they are top of the league right now. Yannick Belchassi, he is having a wonderful goal scoring day today. He has 2 so far. He is coming to the fore and he is showing why the Lymers have put so much faith in him.
Simba couldn't hold his gun. Simba, no, Kenson could not hold the gun.
And you have to question tactically the move by Ben to drop Passion to play Ken Sam at center back. Passion is a lot faster. He's a lot more composed at center back. You wouldn't want both Ken Sam and Masimba Bowen playing at center back against a very fast striker. And that's what Yannick is. He's very fast, gets into good areas. You would have wanted a man like Passion in there who may not be the most physically imposing, but he is fast, he's experienced, and he does recover quickly. Here comes Johnny now. Johnny has an efforted goal. It's blocked. And as I was speaking, Passion is going to warm up.
So that was a wrong move by Coach Ben to have to put all his confidence in the two center defense line, which to me is a little slow against a team like Lymers. And that resulted in the evidence of 2 goals. So he's hoping that Passion will help him along the way. We'll see what happens when that change made.
But the question is now, is it too late? And when he brings on Passion, does he bring on Passion to get Smiles further upfield? Or does he bring on Passion to sort out his defense? Because at 2-1, without having really an attacking substitute to bring on, really, without the likes of Santival Duke being available. Well, he's not listed amongst the substitutes. Well, he probably maybe there now. Probably was late to the game. But maybe he may try to pull maybe a midfielder and get Smiles further up the field because he's an attacking threat, Smiles, a winger by nature. There's just so many options as a coach. There's so many options.
A lot of options on the table. He got some time here just in the 54 minutes. Let's hope we can deploy it and deploy it well.
But if,
Lose for those tonight with the worries in the camp. Set back what went wrong for them.
But when you look to the bench, all he really has is defensive substitutes and youngsters. He has Michael on the bench and he has Felix on the bench, both defenders.
Michael is nurturing an injury.
He also has Malachi Gums and Jermaine Murray, 2 youngsters. Doesn't really have any attacking depth, especially with the man being out. That is Daniel Gagliano. With Danny being out, him being an attacking threat, they seem to be without any real attacking depth on the bench.
Miguel will have to start shooting at the stop playing around in the midfield with the ball. Something has to happen. Johnny will have to come up with attacks. He has not done anything extra
Free kick to the Ducks United. Good ball in, headed clear by Liddy. He was the first man up. He will keep it in play and boots it forward. A good touch there. Back out wide, looking for Stewie, who cuts one inside, and a chance for the Ducks Well, they would have had to recover quickly because Ricardo was driving forward, but he ran out of real estate. Here comes Smiles to Mata. Mata to Miguel. Miguel chips. Oh, brilliant ball across. Sylvanus puts it over, but he was offside.
Big time. You were sleeping outside. And Sylvanus is trying all the tricks in the books to get a goal, another goal for the Ducks United, but he's not going to go tonight. I'm not seeing him going to score any outside goal tonight. Linesmen are pretty much on the, how you want to call it, they are pretty much on target here with the game. And this is a very high tense game, and I'm sure Ducks will do everything they can to secure it.
Um,
It's two to the Lymers, one to the Ducks.
and here comes Yannick once again. I must say it's been a very well refereed set of games thus far. The both encounters here today. First, I believe it was Rouse, the man in the middle for the first one, and Harding in this one. They've both had pretty good games today. As this one is out wide. Cuts past the man, driving inside, tries to poke one across, lays it off, and cleared. Only as far as the big man in the defense, and Kent Sam, who's lining up an effort. It's blocked, trying to go out wide now. And forced to turn back. And said that he didn't keep it in, actually. It will be out of touch and the goal kick.
Pressure now. Ball is still on one side, one half indication that they are searching for goals. Whereas the Lymers are pretty much in the defensive mood, and when the attack comes, they attack.
I must say is that the line.
Describe the two goals for the Lymers in your own way.
I will say that Yannick is an incredible football player. Here come the Ducks United trying to break away. Not quite being able to do so successfully. Marshall out of touch. It will be a goal kick. But Yannick, he really is a special player. He's a flair player. He scores goals. I believe Yannick, he came from St. Martin. I believe he plays for the St. Martin national team. And he would have signed with the Lymers for this season, Yannick Belchassi. I believe he is one of those players, one of those persons that go between Anguilla and St. Martin. And what a player he has been for the Lymers, coming to the fore here today, not having really the freedom he would have wanted in previous games. And I must say, when the Lymers are at full strength, their attacking team suddenly looks very dangerous. The likes of Ian Romney, Amoni Gums, and Bing Richardson still to come into the side when they're at full force, and when they can play all three of them along with Yannick Belchassi, that team suddenly goes from a defensively sound team to an all-around scary team. Samil. As this one will be taken down. They're balling for a handball. They won't quite get it. And the reaction there, it was a reaction by Miguel. He was trying to get a free kick, didn't get it. He threw up his hands in frustration, and referee Harling says none of that. You cannot let your emotions get the best of you. Well, I would hope not. Liddy whips the ball in. Initial header is won by the Ducks. Only as far as Samil, who tried to chase it down towards Caleb, but Miguel can clear only as far as Liddy. Back out well with Samil now. Whips the ball across. It's blocked out of touch. And it will run for a throw-in.
Trouble now, Sylvanus with the ball running down the line, come to attack, ball went outside. Ducks is
this. Here comes Sylvanus. Sylvanus cut to the cross, looking for Johnny. Jonathan Gishon has his shot blocked. It was blocked. It will be a corner kick. Well, here comes passion now, and it will be interesting to see who Davies, who he pulls. But what I will say, Kent Sam is a more attacking threat than Masimba Bowen. Ricketts. Now Miguel. Back to Ricketts. That's Mata, sorry, the captain. Mata. Ball whipped across and it will be collected by Bailey. Special is being called back quickly. And it's a deep ball over the top, and luckily the bounce took it towards Darius Lantern rather than away from him, because again Yannick was lurking in behind there. So it will be the first sub of the game. Forward towards Yannick. Yannick going for an efforted goal, and Lantern was worried for a second there because that ball took a horrible bounce towards him. That would have been a tragic goal to concede. Lantern was falling down, but in falling he collected that one. Yannick is having a game. And number 8 for the Ducks United is actually the man Stewie. So as I suspected, he's going to push Smiles further upfield, and Passion will play at right back. So he's keeping Kent Sam in the game. He's going to keep Kent Sam in. He's pushing Smiles further upfield, going for a more natural right back rather than the makeshift right back in Smiles. Smiles is probably going to go to the right wing. And we will be seeing for the Lymers now. It looks like Rashad Grant will be coming in for Luigi. Yes, Grant, he's a youngster, played for the Lymers in the recently concluded Under-17 League. I believe he would have won the Best Emerging Player in the award ceremony that they would have held for the Under-17 League. He's a young man. He has created a lot of opportunities. He's very fast, very fit, applies a lot of pressure as well. Free kick to the Lymers. Liddy, good ball into a Samuel. Header goes on and O'Donoghue clears. So we're seeing Stewie making his way around here. Caleb driving inside. Caleb to Bailey. Bailey slides it through to Ricardo, and Ricardo puts the ball across. Lantern parries and collects in the end. Not the most convincing goalkeeping, but he got the job done. Mata. Ricketts. Ricketts. I think the reason for him dropping deep is again due to a lack of a real ball playing center back. So he's dropping deep to try and receive the ball more, try to get on the ball more to create opportunities for guys like Miguel and Silvanas going forward. But the game has pretty much turned to a point where Silvanas has gone pretty much completely out of the game.
John is getting very angry now. John, you don't blame no one for you not scoring. You're playing against a team that played very well. Keep your tempo down. There's no need for those kind of tackles, John. Keep your tempo down, John.
Yeah.
Score the goals and you wouldn't be under pressure. Ducks United against the Lymers. Lymers 2 goals. Ducks 1 in 6 minutes of play. Second half. Good game. Good crowd.
Ball comes across, it's dealt with, and Miguel is driving forward. Now Silvanas. Brilliant tackle here, brilliant defensive work. The Lymers, they have played such good football thus far. The game plan has pretty much gone spot on.
When you reach up to 80 something minutes, that's when worries and the pressure build up on the players. But for now, at time, anything can happen. Because we have scored 2 goals to win that game for 1 to draw. Very good game. It's a full for the Lions. Threw them all in the pressure on the Ducks. They smashed the ball. On the players. They know shot the goal. Easy cash for
That was very easy for Daniel Bailey there. And he does go down to take a bit of time off the clock.
all the tricks in the game. Have to. Dino will have to do something with your party here tonight. Give that the Ducks something to go home with as a win. But until then, they are pretty much just knocking the ball around. Not too much attacking yet. And just deep. Liners are holding it close tonight.
Caleb. Sliding one through to a very speedy winger in Grant. And he can't quite keep it in play. He's not that speedy. As the Lions, they also have
But yeah, give me some of the options for
they have the man in Kervin Lee available off the bench. He is an attacking player. They also have Tristan Bing Richardson, who's available for them as well. Being a very attacking option as well as Ian Romney, who's nursing an injury. We also have defenders in the likes of Jaleel Scarborough, if they wanted to bring him in, as well as Andrew Connor. See, what the Lymers have is that they have very good attacking and defensive options. And if you want to shuffle a few things around, you could even, once the ball comes across, not quite dealt with and eventually poked out. If they wanted to shuffle some things around, they do have 3 defensive midfielders on the field right now. So they could go to a 2 defensive midfielder shape and maybe pull one of them for fresher legs in the likes of Bing Richardson. Corner. Ball whipped in. Dangerous area. Not dealt with. Not dealt with. Shot is blocked. Second shot is blocked. And eventually it's cleared. Yannick up against Passion. Very well done there by Passion. Here's Mata. Booted forward. Looking for Yannick. O'Donoghue is not that tall, but Bowen is. Here comes Ricketts. Ricketts is driving. Trying to send one across to Sylvanas. Sylvanas trying to go inside. Eventually booted clear to Bailey. Tunton Bailey will find Yannick. Now Caleb, who turns and lays it off to Samil.
Come on, Sammy, what is going on with you, brother? You having a bad day? Brother, take the game more serious, brother. Nice ball to Sammy and a meal.
Picks up the ball and lost Samil. Goes down, wins a free kick. You can tell he's frustrated, the man, Samil Fleming. He's very frustrated and he wouldn't want to lose his head because his team is winning. And we did hear Coach Sauer tell his guys, keep your emotions in check. Always keep your emotions in check. Liddy. Headed clear. And Caleb picks it up. Caleb. Out wide to Grant. Grant back to Caleb. Tried to feed it through towards Yannick. Caleb once again. Mata now. Now back to Caleb. Bit of ping pong. Bailey. Sammy leaves it for Ricardo. Ricardo at pace. Ricardo into the area. Ricardo's shot is blocked.
Wow. The defender for Dogs here, what is that?
That's O'Donoghue.
He's not read it properly. They intend to pass it very quick. But he recovered. That was good.
O'Donoghue, of course, a former Kicks United player. I've played for them for a number of years. But he's come over to the Docks United now and he has solidified a fullback spot that would have been a weakness, I must say, for them. They were forced to play guys like Marshall at left back. Guys like Smiles have been filling in at left back and right back for them. But now with both Passion and O'Donoghue available, they have two natural fullbacks. Liddy. Send a ball to the back post. Darius comes out, doesn't claim, but claims a second ball. Throws it out quickly as well. Doc's looking to drive. Cuts back inside now. Still looking for some support. Eventually he will find it in O'Donoghue. Good ball forward to O'Donoghue. Ball down the line looking for Sylvanas. Trying to find room to turn. Ball has not gone out of play just yet. Booted off the back of a Docks United player. And it will be a goal kick.
Good football. The Lymers is defending pretty well. They are attacking as a team. They are defending as a team. They know what's at stake. Win for them tonight against the Docks United will bring a lot of more energy in their team. It will pretty much make them feel that they have done something special.
As here come, the Docks shot comes in into the side netting. That's just the problem there. They've been coming close, but not close enough. Well, if it's one man that they wouldn't want to get injured is Bailey, because with Graham Richardson nursing an injury, the only other keeper they have on the roster is the man in Curtly Hodge, the man Tony. And I believe that probably Colin Liddy may take up the gloves if Bailey was to go down with Grayling being out. You know, Liddy was a national team keeper for Angola for a number of years. He started into a defensive midfield role as his athleticism would have gone down just a bit as the age grew larger and older. He'd have developed his game really And him and as the ball comes in, it was Bailey. Ooh, that was trouble there. With him and Bailey, they pretty much polar opposites because when Daniel Bailey would have started out playing football all through primary school and high school, he was a midfielder. Playing for both Road School and the Orange House, he was a midfielder. And Liddy was the goalkeeper. But now Bailey has developed into a goalkeeper and Liddy is a midfielder. Just a bit ironic how their various careers have intertwined the paths just a bit, with Liddy becoming a mentor to the man Bailey. But here come the Ducks United. And the aforementioned Liddy is going to lose out in that area there. A tussle for the ball, and it will be medical attention that is called. That's not a good look for the Ducks United. All right, we'll take this opportunity to say that the cricket that usually takes place at the Ronald Webster Park every weekend, the T20 Angola Premier T20 Cricket League, has been postponed for this week due to St. Martin Cricket League. They have their semi-finals and finals, the St. Martin Concrete T20 Cricket Tournament. So there is no cricket this weekend, but there will be football action. There will be some games going up in the Male League coming up tomorrow. We will be seeing the Attackers FC taking on the Western Predators. And then on Sunday, hopefully, we'll see the Kicks United taking on the Roaring Lions FC. We'll get the female schedule for you shortly. And in the female division, we will see the Shining Stars taking on the Gazelles FC on a Saturday. Then on Sunday, it's Superstars versus Little Soldiers. And I think the referee is asking for Coach Sauer to get his water bottles from so close to the field as the throw is taken, and Sylvanas can't quite get that one under control. It will be another Lymers throw. There just seems to be a lot of controversy involving water bottles thus far in this game. First, Coach Davies was asked to remove his water bottles. Then Coach Sauer was asked to remove a water bottle. Ball all the way through to Darius Lenton. As he throws it short to Mata. Mata forward. Turning now is Ricketts. And he will find, looks like Kent Sam there. Sam driving forward, gives away position cheaply. Caleb Bryan is breaking. Caleb across towards Yannick. Yannick puts it over. Yannick, he is having himself an absolutely wonderful day. That is number 3 for him. That is number 3 for the Lymers. Yannick Belchassi has announced himself to the AFL in a grand style. Frustration was over for the Ducks United. He has punted the ball into the seats, and I don't think the referee would have seen it, but they are debating an offside. They are deliberating an offside. It looked mightily close from my perspective. Millie and referee Harding are deliberating an offside decision. Will this one be pulled back? Because at 3-1, I would hate to say it, and referee Harding has said goal does not count. Offside is the call. A lifeline, an absolute lifeline for the Ducks United, because Yannick Belchassi would have had a hat trick there that may have been game, set, and the match for Ducks. Well then, well, I must say, from my point of view, it looked offside. I must say, from my perspective, it looked offside. Exactly, our vantage point is not quite the best when we're a bit side on, but not quite side on to where that angle was. So we've been a bit behind the play, but just from where I was. But now we're seeing Mata and Yannick getting into it. The Ducks United frustrations are very much boiling over. Free kick. Ball whipped in. Good ball in. Barely spills, and it's put over the bar. Can you believe it? The Ducks United cannot manage to grab themselves the goal that they would have so desperately wanted at this point in time. Frustrations are boiling over.
You have 8 more minutes plus extra time. You have a chance to score a goal before you away like that.
Mata. Yannick does well. It will be a Lymers throw. No, it's a Ducks United throw. Well, from my point of view, as once again the frustrations are boiling over. From my point of view, it looks very much like a Lymers throw. And referee Harding does give it. I must say, it looked like a Lymers throw from my point of view. He was blocked by a Ducks. I think it was O'Donoghue who may have blocked him.
Yes, so he made a decision based on what he thought.
Caleb Bryan whips the ball over the top towards Yannick. Ooh, it's a bit behind him there, but Bailey goes over the top looking for Grant. Grant can't get the shot he would have wanted. Back to Damon Bailey. Herbert a bit slow there, and he will lose possession. Good ball forward. Searing away at pace. Does he have the pace to outrun? It looked like Noah there. He just couldn't. It's going to be a corner kick. Tense is an understatement. This game is finally poised. So finally poised. We are into the 84th minute of play. Ducks down 2-1 and a game at the top of the table, a game that was promised to be. The ball is whipped in, not dealt with. Shot comes back across, and Bailey holds on. A game that did promise to have everyone on the edge of their seats is certainly delivering. I must say, I for one am on the edge of my seat. Mata. He does go wide. He will find, looks like Sam there. Mata. Miguel. Sam gives it away to Herbert, who finds Grant. Grant to Yannick, but Yannick wasn't ready for it. Grant again. This time Bailey. We'll go back to Brian. He miscues his pass. But it's a missed touch. We'll find Samil. That's Ricardo breaking away. Here's Ricardo. Ricardo Cati. Ricardo whips a ball across that goes behind the goal. Bit rush there was Ricardo.
86 minutes. Ducks is fighting to score a goal or two to secure the game or draw. Whereas the Lymers are pretty much holding their forth there to see it to come to an end.
Ricketts. Ball forward. Brilliant ball forward. Smiles and Sylvanus leave it for each other.
All kind of things happening to the Ducks attacking team. All kind of things. Why would you leave it for each other? One has to take it through. It was a great pass by Dino. Great pass. Two ball. Two players pursuing and leaving the ball.
Well, the Ducks United, as he's driving through, still driving through, cleared. We've seen how the Ducks look when they're winning. As it's going across, it's going to find Sylvanus James. Daniel Bailey comes up trump once again. We've seen Ducks at their sparkling best. And I think right now we may be seeing Ducks at their worst. At least the worst we have seen them in recent times.
Overconfidence. When you have a team that you're overconfident that you will win every game and don't know how to come out of trouble, that's a serious thing right there.
I must say, Coach Sauer, I must give him very much kudos because his guys go in there with a game plan every single game. They complete their game plan to the best of their ability. He has all of his guys motivated and willing to work. And he's turned guys like Luge, who would have been out of football for a bit, not the most fittest player. You'd have gotten him back up and running. I've gotten guys like Samuel back up and running. Guys like Damon Bailey back up and running. All these veterans of the game. Gotten them back up and running, and they're really making a championship charge here in the early goings of the season. They've always had the team, and they've finally been able to put it together thus far in the season. But will we have a final twist to this dramatic tale? And it's not clear just yet. It's out wide to an offside player in Smiles.
I tell you, one thing I can tell you about this match, somebody will run out of time. That's for sure.
Into the 88th minute of play. It's 2-1 to the Lymers. It's a Yannick Belchassi masterclass thus far. He's had himself such a good game. He's rivaled the man Ricardo John for player of the day. Ricardo John having a brilliant game earlier for the Salsa Ballers from central midfield. As we'll be seeing the big man now in Kevin Lee. He'll be coming onto the field of play momentarily. He's deceptively quick as the man Kevin Lee. Again, a veteran who's been around for a while. And it would have been dangerous there had Ken Sam not gotten this pass completely right. But he did get it quite right there. I will try to see. And it will be Lee who will be coming on and replacing Damon Bailey. Ken Sam driving forward, trying to whip one in. It's blocked once again. And now the sub can be made. Lee will be in for Damian Tuntun Bailey. So a more natural attacking midfielder is coming onto the field of play and replacing. Well, actually, referee says you have to wait on that substitution to be made. As no player is down in the area for the Lymers. He is still down there. Not dealt with. He's onside. Whips a ball in. It's too deep. And it's out for a goal kick. The defender is down for the Lymers. And again, the referee is not obligated to stop play unless it is a head injury. And finally, we'll be seeing Tonton Bailey. As now for the Ducks United, it looks like is that Jermaine Murray will be coming onto the field of play. Well, the man, Jermaine Murray, he is an attacker naturally, as you will see 6 minutes of added time. Well, then, game on is completely right. Will there be another twist to this already dramatic tale? Hold the strain is right. It's like a tug of war. One side pulls, the other side pulls. And right now, the flag is very much in the Lymers half. They will just look to pull themselves over the line. As it will be Kent Sam eventually, finally replaced by Jermaine Murray. He's pretty much going all out to try and get himself a goal. Is Coach Ben. Mata. Ricketts. Ball forward to Sylvanus, who is offside. A good call there by the assistant referee. It will be a chance for the Lymers to regain possession, or will they just look to boot it upfield and hold on to this dramatic 2-1 lead? We're into the 93rd minute already. Mata to Miguel. Miguel out wide. Good interception there by the big man, Kevin Lee. And Lee is going to drive. Lee tries to find the pass inside towards Yannick. As Herbert, who was the man down, will be making his way onto the field of play. Well, back onto the field of play momentarily. As Ricketts' pass will catch Bailey off guard, and luckily for him, the bounce didn't quite take it away from him. Herbert is back onto the field of play now. He's had a good game, has Vandrick Herbert, having to mark both Stewie and Smiles, as well as for periods of the game, Sylvanus James. He's done so relatively well, as it looks like Mata has just dropped into center back really, and allowed for Bino and Miguel to push forward and to get Smiles further upfield as well. This is good play, good build-up play. It's going to slide it through as well, looking for the man on the right-hand side. It's out of touch. It will be a corner. Can he find the head of Masimba Bowen? I would think that they would want Mata's head up there, and they will send Mata up now as Passion does drop back.
What are you defending? What are you defending? Everyone should be up.
Corner. Ball whipped in to the near post. It's not quite dealt with initially. Eventually lumped a bit upfield. It will be a Ducks through. Throw taken short. As a man to beat, he will do so. Driving inside. And his pass will find its intended target. And that's good initial defending. But that is a brilliant challenge. But it will look like a brilliant challenge from my vantage point. But it was called by the AR here in Millington on the near side. And it's a free kick to the Ducks United. Again, the big man symbol lumbers forward. Sylvanus over this free kick.
Last chance for the Dogs.
Ball whipped in. Dangerous ball in. Not quite dealt with initially. Back out. Chance for a shot at goal.
Killing time. What did he come for? Who did that ball there? Did he get it? Abraham? Come on. You're wasting time. That wasn't necessary. You could have easily given Sylvanus the ball. The Dogs look like they're going down this one. The Lymers is taking it home tonight.
It's been thorough. It's been a thoroughly brilliant performance from the Lymers FC. They have put on an absolute masterclass in how to beat the Ducks United. They are making a championship charge.
The referee will be very strict with the time.
Out wide to Smiles. Last chance saloon. Ball whipped in. Oh, he's put it over. Can you believe it?
I believe it. Johnny,
Jonathan Gishon, what have you done?
he want to score. He had his chance now and can't score. He want to score all through the game. With his emotional behavior, and he had his chance now, he can't score. This is it. Time up. Time up. This is it.
Johnny Gishon, what have you done?
It's been a great game. Lymers taking it home. That's it. This is it.
Not quite done yet. Ball forward. He's offside. Referee will say thank you very much, AR. But the goalkeeper has that one.
This is it. This is it, bro. Hey.
Ball forward to Yannick. Yannick comes back across to Samil. Samil all the way across towards Kevin Lee. Grant. Still fighting. And it's out wide. It's going to boot it forward. Again, this is Lance Chance Saloon. Sylvanus out wide. Sylvanus James into the area. Sylvanus chips one across. Barely holds. Barely falls. We're into the 98th minute of play. Referee Harding has looked at his watch. The whistle is in his mouth. And he has said, that's it for this one. The Lymers FC are making a championship charge. A 2-1 victory over the favorite, the Ducks United. The Lymers, they are really, really a team to look out for. They are playing some brilliant football right now. And they have put on a masterclass in how to beat Ducks United.
And they did the job and did it well. I must say it has been a very night-thrilling game between the both teams. They have played right down to the wire. United losing their first game in this year's tournament. I must say they will be very much have to go back to the drawing board and to really put this thing back together and see how they can continue winning their game. But tonight, the Lymers tell them that they are the better team.
What a performance from the Lymers FC. 2-1. 2 brilliant goals from that man, Yannick Belchassi, who is undoubtedly man of the match. And the referee is calling for some medical attention to a few players who are down for the Lymers. You would have thought that with the man Silu Bradshaw out, they wouldn't have been able to do what they did. But defensively, they held firm while being without their main center back, having to slot in Carlos Richardson at center back. Him and Noah Bradshaw, they completely marshaled Jonathan Gishard. They held him out. And when he had the chance to score, boy, was it a glorious opportunity that he wasted. 2-1, the final score. And